Good morning to you on this Monday, August 5th. It's great to be here to start off another week as we launch into the area's only live, local talk and entertainment show, Virginia This Morning. Woo! I love it. I'm Andrea White Murdoch, and I'm delighted to be here with the one and only Amy Lacey. Good morning.
Hey, Andreas. What did we say on Friday when we're together? It is the A-Team.
The A-Team.
And I think that that is something that needs to stick.
There you go. Stick it shall.
Stick it shall. We're going to come up with the matching T-shirts one day very soon.
Oh, I love a uniform.
I do too.
All right, we're going to work on that.
Yes, we will.
We might need some of our Virginia This Morning viewer graphic design artists to help us with our logo.
Okay.
How about that?
It could be a contest, and we could see.
You know what? You might be onto something.
I think so too. Well, we want to welcome all of you, our friends and viewers of the show, to a wonderful morning. We pride ourselves in being your go-to source for everything that's happening in and around Central Virginia. I did have a great weekend and hope that you did too, doing a little bit of home repairs over the weekend. And
nothing like it.
Well, you use muscles that even if you go to the gym quite regularly, you don't normally use. So I'm a little bit sore today.
But do you feel accomplished?
I feel very accomplished and body tired, which is a good thing because, like, you know, you don't use all of those muscles and you don't do all of those things. But when you see the finished product, it is beautiful.
Yes.
It's lovely. It's like, I never knew I had it in me.
Yeah, well, when we heard the weather from Tom on Friday, I was like, ooh, we're going to have to change our outdoor plans to indoor plans. There's going to be a lot going on. It's going to be very, very hot. The weekend actually was pretty manageable.
It was not bad.
No, we made our way over to Taylor Farms Park. It's a new park over in East Henrico. It was absolutely fantastic.
Good for
we had
kids.
Such a great time. Yes, they have just enough water, just enough play, just enough adventure, and there's a skate park. There's all kinds of things.
I love it.
It was so much fun.
It's fun to explore in our own backyards, and that's something wonderful that we like to do here too on the show.
Oh yes, well that's a great place to put on the list, and congrats on all of your home projects. That's amazing.
Thank you very much. It's a lot, but I'm really looking forward to getting started even more projects coming up.
Yes. Well, speaking of getting started, we always enjoy sharing a few highlights you will see, and today is no different. We plan to open up the inbox during our Everywhere You Are segment to check out some cool pictures and video. Great moments and adventures, that's what we look forward to seeing, just like this one.
Wow.
We'll fill in the details and share more coming up in about 20 minutes or so, and I certainly can't wait to see the story behind this one. Well, wonderful Mediterranean recipes can be found in Eddie Massey's new cookbook, Keep It Zesty. We'll flip through the pages and he will demo one of his delicious dishes. That's still to come.
And we enjoy learning all kinds of financial and professional jargon. We know what a recession is, but have you ever heard of a vibe session?
Ooh.
That's a new one for me. Our great friend and investment advisor, J.B. Bryan, is going to share the details coming up later on today's live show.
A vibe session.
A vibe
Hopefully
session.
that means there's some fun in our midst, because vibe is always a good word to have.
Cue the disco ball for the vibe session.
Well, you can enjoy these guests and features and so much more right after we get a check of the local Monday forecast with CBS 6 meteorologist Julie Watkins in her orange. She's in for Tom Patton the next few days. Hi, Julie.
Did you guys see the morning show at the early hour of 4:30? But we go on until 7.
I did not. But
anyway, it was funny because we were all basically wearing the same color. Didn't even plan it at all. So.
It's a great
bright orange
color.
day.
Okay, you've inspired me. I think I'm going to have to get an orange blazer.
Yes.
I think everyone should have one.
I think that's going to be your signature color.
There we go. I'm with you on that.
All right, and you know what? We do need a little bit of brightness because we're not seeing it in the sky so much, so that sunshine is still hidden in areas right around Richmond, a lot of Chesterfield County, down through Petersburg, in fact, and out towards Farmville. But there is some sunshine that is poking through for areas as we head northward into Louisa, and especially as we go eastward. So we are looking at these clouds to eventually break apart. We should get into some sunshine, especially by afternoon. So it may take a little while for those clouds to evaporate. But right now we are still warming things up. Upper 70s already at this hour with the light wind out of the southwest right around 8 miles an hour. So it is going to be another hot and humid day, but at least it's going to be quiet weather. weather-wise, unlike all the thunderstorm activity that we had on Saturday and Sunday. That's going to be very limited today. Only about 20% of us may be seeing a shower or thunderstorm for this afternoon and also tomorrow. But then we've got Hurricane Debbie to worry about as that is trying to make its northward approach. It's going to be increasing some clouds along the eastern seaboard, so pushing that moisture into our area as we go into Wednesday night on into Thursday, Friday. So those days are actually kind of iffy, really dependent on what the track does with the hurricane. But nonetheless, it is bringing just a lot of rain for much of the southeast. So again, these temperatures are in the mid 70s. We are going to see them in the mid 90s for today. Air temperature readings 93 Richmond, but still feeling like the triple digits as the humidity has not gone away. And then 70s again as we go into early tomorrow. So you can see kind of a little bit of moisture. A lot of the clouds that we have overhead right now are the low level clouds, so not really being picked up by our satellite, but it is as we go into North Carolina, South Carolina, all from that tropical system that has made landfall in Florida. So the eye is still pushing into the Big Bend, but looking at that track, it is a little bit on the wonky side as it moves out into the Atlantic Ocean come Wednesday afternoon, but then recurves back into South Carolina, moving northward into North Carolina, and that's going to be happening for Friday, Saturday. So rainfall amounts a lot more impressive for coastal areas, South Carolina, and also into Georgia, looking at about 10 to 20 inches of rain. So we are going to get bits and pieces of that before the work week is over. But on the plus side, if it's been too hot for you, these temperatures are going to be unseasonably cool going into the weekend. So Saturday we're looking at 84, and then by Saturday afternoon into Saturday night, we should be done with Debbie, and we've got some quieter weather on tap for Sunday. Virginia, this morning, it's going to officially get underway in about 60 seconds.
Monday. It is August 5th, and we hope you had a terrific weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us today as we kick off another week here on Virginia This Morning. I'm Amy Lacey here with Andreas White-Murdaugh, and wow, it is a fabulous Monday.
It sure is. I'm so glad to be here with you. It's always a great time on our show, and it's not often that you get the chance to work with so many wonderful people, cover topics of interest, and share a few laughs too. We've got another jam-packed show, so let's get started. First up, if today is your first time watching the show, welcome. We hope you enjoy it just as much as we do. And just before the break, we shared a few highlights of some of what's coming up on today's show. And here is a quick recap.
Investment advisor JB Bryan is here to give us an economic lesson. What is the difference between a recession and a vibe session? She's going to tell us all about it during our conversation a little later this morning.
Plus, we'll slide back the lid of our inbox to reveal some submissions that landed in there over the weekend during our Everywhere You Are segment.
And just in case you missed Virginia's 3-day sales tax holiday this past weekend, I maybe did a little shopping for that. You can still cash in on discounts on school supplies. Our friends from AAA Mid-Atlantic make it so easy to do so. Take a look.
This segment is sponsored by AAA Mid-Atlantic.
We are right in the middle of summer, but the new school year will be upon us before we know it. For parents out there, we all know that means it's time to buy school supplies. AAA Mid-Atlantic's Morgan Dean is here to talk to us about some of the back-to-school discounts and rewards available to members. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, great to see you, Amy. Yeah, still summertime, still in that summertime mind, but we got to start thinking about back to school.
So what are some of the specials that AAA has for parents?
So this is the great thing. Your membership card's your coupon here. You can unlock some of these great details out there. We have a great partnership with Office Depot and the ODP Business Solutions that they have out there. It offers a wide range of essential supplies from notebooks to pens and binders and backpacks, all those items you need at unbeatable prices. We have some examples here, maybe not the exact items that you will find online through ODP Business Solutions, but an example of some of those things out there. Maybe it's the student on your list, maybe it's the college kid heading off to college, maybe it's the teacher putting together their room for the year. all kinds of items that they would need. AAA members can take advantage of fantastic deals and high quality products for the start of the year, up to 75% on some of the best value items out there. They can check it out at AAA.com/discounts. Get all those items ready to go and ready for that big first day for those kids.
And back in the day, it was about the Trapper Keepers, and it was about some of those throwback items that
Lunch boxes
that we had in our backpacks. What are some of these items that are available?
Yeah, so backpacks out there, always looking for a backpack. Everybody wants that new backpack for the year. Lunch boxes, as well as the binders, the pens, the pencils, the crayons, all those things that kids need when they start back to school for the year.
It is an expensive time of year. I know that as a parent. You know that as a parent. How do these discounts really advance AAA's mission just to really serve our community?
Well, we look at big picture things and what are some other benefits and things that can come with that AAA membership. And these are some things that come with the membership. There's no add-on with it. It's included. You join us for roadside, but here you go. Here's some other options that are out there. For technology, a lot of kids need technology when they're going back to school to help them with all of those things. The good folks at Dell have some great items out there with laptops, with tablets, and other things out there. There are discounts for AAA members as well. The Dell 13 laptop, the thinnest and lightest 13-inch laptop out there. You can expect a lot of extra time working on those math problems with the long life on that battery. Maybe it's that break where they're taking it to check Netflix out because they've already gotten their homework done. So fingers crossed on that. All those items, keyboards, accessories, that mouse you might need, all those other things, you can check them out on the website. 5% off for members on top of those listed prices. AAA.com/Dell to look at that.
That is a great thing that AAA is doing for all of us. Thank you, Morgan. Anything else that you want to talk about this program, and will it ever be coming back?
Well, yeah, so the other big thing that I think people can think about is protecting some of those electronics when they have them. So Norton 360 is also an opportunity for AAA members. Real-time threat protection, award-winning device security, VPN for online privacy, parental controls for safe browsing, protecting that information that you're putting on that new device, making sure the hackers can't get to it. Here's the deal. AAA Classic and Plus members save up to $85 on your first year and get 50% off Norton 360 subscriptions for each following year. AAA Premier members get your first year free and save 50% on Norton 360 for future years. AAA.com/Norton, something great that's already available out to members, and they can take advantage of it today.
Wonderful. Thank you, Morgan. So great to see you here in the Virginia This Morning studio.
Great to see you too, Amy.
Here's some more information for you. Just visit AAA.com/discounts, and Virginia This Morning returns after a quick break.
This segment is sponsored by Richmond Jazz and Music Festival.
Good music has a way of putting you in a great mood, and you have the chance to enjoy some smooth grooves at the 2024 Richmond Jazz and Music Festival that has a terrific musical lineup this year.
Frances Burris is here. She's the Director of Account Management at JMI, as well as Samuel Banks, the fourth, and we welcome them to Virginia This Morning. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Frances, you have quite the lineup this year.
Yes.
I mean, we are talking big names.
Yes. We've got Fantasia, we've got Ludacris, we've got Wyclef, Andra Day, Bob James, and the list, it just goes on and on. You can find all of those artists on our website. And it's just going to be an amazing couple of days. Amazing 3 days, actually.
Yeah.
And speaking of those 3 days, August 9th, 10th, and 11th, there's something a little bit different each day.
There is. So Friday is Homegrown at the Hippodrome Theater. And there we will have Teresa Griffin, and then we will also have Lau Tizer, Elliot Yamin, and some other members of that band. And they'll also be performing again on Saturday at the festival. And the festival is at Maymont for Saturday and Sunday, and all of those names I mentioned, plus many more, and so much to do in terms of sponsor activations, our amazing bistro area that's been upgraded this year. We've got vendors, we've got exhibitors, so it's a really sort of immersive experience for our patrons, and we just try to kind of knock it out of the park every year, and we think that we've got some really special stuff this year.
See, and we understand too that there's a lot of sponsors that are making this possible and that you've had a hand in working with the sponsors. Tell us about it.
I definitely would say coming from my internship, this has been like a big change for me. For real. This is my first internship and it's my first festival as well, working it. So it definitely will be a fun experience with the sponsors and everyone that's working to be a part of this festival.
I remember my first internship and how it shaped my career and how it opened my eyes to so many different things. What's been your favorite part of the internship so far?
I definitely would say I fell in love with making graphics and graphic design. So I definitely have been a part of making graphics with the artists, making stuff to promote the festival. And I hope to see some of it on the screen as well when we get there.
And you will.
And you know, we have some of the sponsors. I'm just going to read them here so we don't miss anyone. The festival is presented by Altria, stage sponsors Dominion Energy, and Virginia is for Lovers, plus Richmond Region Tourism, Henrico County, City of Richmond, Virginia Lottery, media partners, just like us here. But Francis, you say that the most, one of the biggest sponsors is the individual ticket holder because they make it possible.
Our biggest sponsor is our general admission ticket holder who buys that ticket and comes to the park and has, is either new and enjoying something they haven't done before, who has been with us since the beginning, since 2010. And we absolutely could not do it without them. And obviously our corporate sponsors help too, but there's something really special about that ticket holder.
Yeah. And speaking of the general admission ticket holder, we can all be general admission ticket holders. How should we go about securing that ticket?
So you can buy your tickets at richmondjazzandmusicfestival.com. You can also buy them on site electronically on the day of the festival. And we have as many tickets as we need because Maymont is a big place and we're excited to see as many people there as we can.
The festival going experience these days can be a little bit different. What can people bring? What can't they bring? Maybe just some of the logistical information for everybody who's going to come out.
So you definitely want to bring something to sit on, a chair, a blanket, definitely bring some sunscreen. There's plenty of opportunities for food and drinks and water throughout the park, but you are welcome to bring a small cooler, just not a really big one. You can bring a small umbrella, just not a big one that's going to obstruct anybody's view. And bring your energy and bring your friends and bring your family, and that's really the most important thing.
Absolutely. We're looking so forward to it. And as you mentioned, you all have been so thoughtful in putting the festival together that we have what you need when you get there. We just need you.
Exactly.
And we've even got the entertainment that's going to bring such a perfect close to these summer weeks. Thank you so much for all you're doing and for this lineup. I'm so excited.
We are excited too, and it's going to be here in a couple of days, so we're super excited.
So don't delay, get your ticket today.
Get your tickets now.
Now's the time.
Yes.
Thank you. We really
Thanks for
appreciate
having
your time
us.
today. And we do hope that that's such a huge success this weekend.
Yes, absolutely. Come on out and enjoy the Richmond Jazz and Music Festival at Maymont, August 9th through August 11th. For more information, you can give them a call, 804-644-8515. Visit them online at richmondjazzandmusicfestival.com and check them out on social media too.
Virginia This Morning returns in less than 3 minutes. Coming up next, we'll take a look inside our inbox during our Everywhere You Are segment. Don't go anywhere. It is such a great morning when we can really pretty much go on a road trip with our friends out there in the Richmond area and beyond. And we love checking in with you everywhere you are. Always great to see the fun and exciting things that you've been up to with friends and family.
And please continue to share them with us so we can share them here every morning.
We want to start with this one because Bill, our friend Bill, remember this guy? He's enjoying some much deserved time off, soaking in the sun. Enjoy your vacation, buddy. I think he's there in the OBX, looking like he's having a blast.
Already having a blast. And we would expect nothing less from Mr. B. Well, Kim Motsak sent this photo in. She and Wayne enjoyed the Julia Child exhibit at the Virginia Museum of History and Culture.
Loving the recreation that they're doing there?
Oh, yes.
You gotta love it. And Francina Reed shared this special moment with us. Her grandson caught some white perch down at Colonial Beach. Look at that catch. The smile says it all.
Oh, yes. Well, it's time for your close-up. We want to be everywhere you are. We like to share in the adventure while staying connected to you.
All you need to do is send us a fun or unique moment you've had with your friends and family and send it to us. Upload your high-quality visuals to either our social media channels or just email us at virginiathismorning@wtbr.com.
Well, our next guest has appeared on national TV programs such as CBS This Morning, and his recipes are easy, fresh, and packed with flavor, so you can mix up your current recipe rotation. He's proud of his new book, Keep It Zesty.
Our Evan Armour spoke to this popular New York-based chef, caterer, and business owner. Here's their conversation.
If you're looking for some fresh and flavorful recipes, our next guest just released a cookbook with 115 of them inside. Eddie Massey is the chef and owner at Eddie's Grocer in Brooklyn. And now everyone everywhere can enjoy his Mediterranean recipes with a modern twist in his new book, Keep It Zesty. Eddie joins us now. Good morning, Eddie. Thank you so much for being with us here in Virginia this morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Everything around you and behind you looks just beautiful, same as this book that you just put out. I want to talk about it right off the bat here. Tell us about some of the inspiration for Keep It Zesty.
Well, my book is inspired by the store, which is basically my home. It's my living room, but yes, of course, it's a store as well. And it is all the recipes that I grew up with in Lebanon. And then when I moved to America and opened up the grocer, it's I gave all the things a little twist to make it easier and faster here in the kitchen. So it's all the recipes from what I grew up with and what we serve here at the grocer all in one book.
I would imagine for years, your friends and family and customers have been just asking you for these recipes. What's it like to actually have it all in a book right now that everyone can enjoy?
It's honestly crazy and amazing at the same time. I'm so happy to finally be able to share all these recipes, especially for the people that have not been able to come and visit us here in person, to kind of be able to spread the wealth of all these amazing recipes across the country.
That's what I was going to say. We would love to have you here in Richmond, but because you're not here in Richmond right now, we can all still enjoy your delicious food and recipes through this book. Let's get into some of those recipes. Tell us what you're going to show us how to do today.
Yes, so today we're going to be making a few different things with labneh, which is one of my favorite things. It's what I grew up eating all the time. It is like the butter to my bread. It is so, so good. And so today I'm going to start off by making a tahini Caesar dressing. So what I do is I swap out the mayonnaise with labneh. And so I have some water already in here, and I'm just going to add the labneh right in there. And I'm just going to add all my ingredients right into the bowl. You can use a food processor, of course, but I'm just going to do it right in here. Got some Worcestershire, some lemon juice, of course, because we always like to keep it zesty. A little bit of black pepper, some salt, some capers for that brininess, a little bit of garlic, and of course, some tahini. And so the inspiration behind this is when I first moved to America, I felt like everywhere I went, I was having Caesar salad. I mean, Caesar salad has now become the new girl dinner as well. So I felt like I needed to put my own twist to it. And labneh just adds that nice protein and like creaminess, but also it's acidic and has tanginess to it. So it kind of just makes it absolutely delicious. And so I'm just going to whisk this all together. Add a little bit more tahini. And tahini is a sesame paste. So basically it is like a peanut butter, but made with sesame. So it's ground sesames. And just like that, we have a delicious dressing for you. And I'm going to toss that together with our lettuce and finish it off with our Aleppo sesame breadcrumb, which is one of my favorite things. It's basically, when I first opened up the grocer, this used to be a Polish deli for 43 years. I was left over with so much panko. I was like, what am I going to do with this? And I kind of came up with this delicious breadcrumb, basically. And so all it is some sesame seeds, panko, and then some Aleppo pepper for that nice, spicy bite. And it makes it absolutely delicious. So I'm just going to pour that right on top.
I love that. Resourceful and delicious.
Yes, exactly. No food waste here. And I'm just going to mix that all together. And of course, we need a little taste. So I'm going to grab my fork and taste this. Spoon, because that's what I have.
Zesty and delicious.
Zesty and delicious. I wish you could try this. And then right over here, you'll see I finished it off with some Aleppo breadcrumbs. And also, what I like to do with the salad is shape some halloumi on top. So normally, of course, there's Parmesan in a Caesar salad, but instead we did halloumi. Halloumi is nice and salty as well, and that is a Middle Eastern cheese. It grills very well, and it's absolutely delicious in the salad.
I love seeing recipes like this because the presentation is just gorgeous. I know it tastes delicious, but when you really think about it, these are simple and fresh ingredients. When you see how it's all put together, what are some like staples that we should all be keeping in our kitchen so that we can do this easily?
So, I mean, of course, the tahini, that's what we used in here. Labneh is a great staple to have in your fridge at all times. You can make easy things with it to go. But I think outside of that, I love to have like spices, za'atar, Aleppo pepper, sumac, all these delicious Middle Eastern spice staples that I think just make every dish so delicious. And they're just easy to throw into things. Especially with tahini, I mean, it's so nice and creamy, and you can add it to desserts, you can add it to savory things, you can really add it to whatever you like.
Well, congratulations on the book. This is incredible. If we can't visit you at the store right now, at least we can have your recipes here at home with the book. Where's the best place for us to send folks who are interested in getting it?
You can get the book at any bookstore, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or you can go on eddysgrocery.com/shop, and I can sign the copy and send it to you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Congratulations, and we appreciate your time this morning and for all of these gorgeous recipes.
Thank you so much.
And we'll also share a link on our show website. Just head to virginiathismorning.com.
Welcome back. Our next guest has provided some incredible financial tips over the years, and we've had some interesting discussions on what's happening in the financial world.
Today's topic deals with the differences between a recession versus a vibe session, and investment advisor J.V. Bryan is here to share more. What is a vibe session? I've never heard this until today.
And I actually did not make it up myself, you know?
Yeah.
So this is before me. It actually is real. And I guess it's the difference between macroeconomics and micro. So a recession is more macro. It talks about everybody. It talks about just the national, our gross domestic product for our nation. Where the vibe session is where we start thinking about how do we feel? What's the vibe of the consumer? And the majority of people surveyed feel that we're in a recession, but technically, using the government's gross domestic product, we are not. And when I look deeper into the gross domestic product numbers, it includes government spending. So a lot of what we're looking at as growth is government spending, and that when we look at it individually, as we were talking about, we've cut back on our individual spending. So if they were looking at our numbers, our vibe, they would actually find that we're not spending as much as we used to. We're saving more. You know, there's a couple of things that we could actually do to make yourself feel a little bit more confident about the expectation of a slowdown in the economy.
Well, what it sounds like is there's some things that are interconnected that play into the vibe. So the interest rates are a little bit higher.
That's right.
The grocery store prices are a little bit higher.
They are.
And so that encourages us not to spend more or to feel the pressure of, oh, I can't spend as much as I thought.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
right.
I can't spend as much as I would have a year ago.
That's right.
And so that's factoring into the vibe.
And there's like a big suggestion on you should get rid of the high interest rate charges and go to the zero interest credit cards. Well, they're not there anymore. The offers aren't as popular because they're making so much money with the 27%, 29% credit cards. So why offer the 0%? And so that is a challenge because payments have tripled as interest rates have gone up. So more people are paying their credit card payments late as well. Another sign that the vibe is not good, and that we're actually, the job numbers came out last week, and there weren't as many people hired. So the job market is slowing down. More people than ever before, I believe, are working second jobs. No, so there's, a need for more income and not a way for people to create it. That's a bad vibe.
So it feels really bad right now.
Yes.
And I don't know that I haven't had this conversation with every single person that I know, that it's so expensive right now just to survive. But we're not in a recession, so how does this time compare to when we really are in a recession? And what were some of the biggest moments in time where we had that?
I think we can use it intellectually as they might say, the government might not, technically it might not say, but what can I do to protect me and my family, from an expected recession or slowdown? What? Get rid of some of your debt. Pay down the debt as much as possible. Protect your credit as much as possible, because I do anticipate interest rates going down. So when they do go down, you want to be in a position with great credit in order to get rid of those high interest rates at that point. Save more than ever. And as you both mentioned, the stock market has been having a drawback. The long-term investor needs to talk with their financial advisor about, over the long term, what do I do? How do I face this? And don't allow short-term changes. We talked about this is an election year. So short-term changes really aren't good to really lose your mind about your long-term financial goals because of this short-term volatility that we anticipated it. We told you right here.
That's right, and it's so funny. You were talking about the political implications on the vibe.
That's right.
And that is exactly what I was thinking about. Are we more likely to hear more and also to feel it differently in an election year because of the speeches and the debates those things that are talking about this?
And they really haven't started talking about inflation yet. But it is a reality, and it's it costs people more than ever to live, even in their own home. There was a discussion I'm listening to about escrow payments, the insurance, and the taxes being so high. I have some clients that their house is paid for, but they still have this tax issue, and and many people that are seniors have this growing tax issue, and the insurance costs more than ever to insure their property. So that is real inflation. Medicare with more out-of-pocket expenses than ever. The premium may have stayed the same or similar, but the out-of-pocket money is where the inflation really is.
So we've got to protect our vibe a little bit, making sure that we are mindful that, hey, we're not technically in a recession. Do what you can while you can. Save, get that debt down, and try to keep your vibe a little bit higher.
You can stay proactive about it.
You better be.
Yeah.
So that's it. Vibe doesn't matter, but the reality is that interest rates are much higher. Having debt is too expensive. Get rid of the debt. Companies are laying people off, so what does that mean? Get more training, get your skills up, be prepared for whatever happens.
Yeah, so it could be a motivator for you in your personal scenario.
That's right. You want to be positive, and I'm going to pull it right back down again, Daz. But you're right. Be motivated, be proactive.
There you go.
Thanks.
I love it. Well, thank you always good tips. Always something that we should be paying attention to, that you keep us up to speed with. Thank you. JB Bryan offers free financial workshops and webinars each Wednesday evening and Sunday morning. It's free, but registration is required. For more information, visit our show website by later today at virginiathismorning.com.
Our live show returns in less than 3 minutes. We hope you stay tuned.
Welcome back to our live show. The Fatherhood Foundation is a great resource here in our community, and they're getting ready to throw Virginia's biggest dad party. Here to tell us more is Chris Beach, the CEO of the foundation, who brought along 2 funding fathers, Sydney Lucas and Brantley Smith. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
It is a pleasure to be with you all. This is such an important initiative in our community, and we're seeing more and more that dads are being celebrated, encouraged, and fundraised for.
Yes, and that's exactly what this event is for. We are very excited that Richmond Times-Dispatch, we are one of the top 3 charity events in the area, so that's very excited about that. And it's because of our great dads like these two right here that are going out in the community, raising awareness and raising funds for fatherhood programs that we do in the community, whether it's for our New Dad 101 class that's for dads before the baby is born, whether it's our classes in the jails, whether it's our classes in rehab centers, or couples and relationship coaching, or giving away diapers. All of the funds we make from this event go back to helping dads and raising awareness for active fatherhood in the state of Virginia.
Wow, and it sounds like wherever you may be as a dad in your journey, you have something in your organization and with the partnerships that you have worked so hard to build that it makes a true difference.
Exactly, and that we cannot do everything. So we have partnerships across the entire state that if somebody comes to us, whether it's a father, a mother, and says, hey, this dad needs some support, we are going to make sure we give them the wraparound services they need to provide help for them at any stage, whether they're trying to get back with their children or whether they are going through a tough patch in a relationship. We are going to be that trusted foundation for fathers in the state of Virginia.
I love that. And you talked about the wraparound services. All right, Sydney and Brantley, we are talking about funding fathers. Tell us about your organization.
Yes, so part of the Fatherhood Foundation, we got nominated an opportunity to raise funds and awareness for fathers in the area. So our goal was to raise over 10 grand for this short period of time. And we've done that in a majority of different ways. I had the opportunity to host a party last night at my in-laws' house and brought together 50 people that had never heard of the organization before and gave an opportunity for Chris to come in and share what his program's doing in his organization and where we're raising this and funds for fathers in the area.
Absolutely. And it's a prestigious honor to be selected as one of 12 dads who become funding fathers. What's been the most exciting part of this journey?
It's just being able to raise awareness. Chris does a great job of being able to promote the Fatherhood Foundation, but at the end of the day, there's still so many people who don't understand or know that the foundation exists. So being able to relate to people, like we did a karaoke event at Hogshead Cafe for our fundraising event, and we had over 100 people there coming and going, and just being able to connect to people. And when they ask the questions, what is the Fatherhood Foundation, like what is it that you do, and we started talking about the programs for the jails and the rehab centers and new dad programs. It just resonates with so many dads and moms, you know. They're like, yeah, wish we would have had that, you know, wish I would have known about that. And just being able to relate to people on that kind of a personal level when it comes to fatherhood.
Absolutely. Well, this is leading into Virginia's biggest dad party on August 17th. Tell us about the party.
Well, it's at the Diamond, and it's basically a baseball game with no game. We are out there. We have fireworks. We have hitting on the field. We have the nuts race. I mean, basically, it's the Diamond's game, and we get to be the stars of the night. And we have a great band. KOS Band is playing this year. We have games. We have caricatures. We have so much going on. And this is our 9th one. We're excited that next year we'll be celebrating 10 years. But it's open to the public, and it's come dressed like this, khaki shorts. We wanted to create an event for dads, by dads, that was not tuxedos. We want something that dads just want to go to and hang out with. And I will have on my crazy pants that night.
There you go.
You know, I know you'd mentioned that, but no, it's just an opportunity for dads to be celebrated and just to enjoy time together without feeling like they have to get dressed up. We wanted to make it that kind of party, and that's what it's become.
That's right. August 17th at the Diamond, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. that Saturday, and a party with a purpose.
It is. It's a party with a purpose. We're so excited about it, and it just gets bigger every year, thanks to amazing men like these two right here.
Absolutely. Thank you all for what you're doing. As we close, I'm so intrigued to ask, what is your favorite thing about being a dad?
Oh, watching my sons play ball, just watching them do what they love.
How about you?
Oh man, that's tough. I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, and just watching them grow and enjoy my snuggles with my daughter and my son. So
Just going through the different phases as they grow up. I have a 14-year-old and a 9-year-old, and each from toddler to 5 and 6 to 8 and 10 to 14, it just brings different challenges and different things you can do. It's just really exciting to be part of each one.
Absolutely, and I know that your sons and daughters and people all across the Commonwealth, they see the impact of what you're doing, how incredible it is to have such strong father figures in their lives, and for all of the people that you get the opportunity to impact. Thank you for what you do.
Well, I want to thank the people in the community for allowing us to do what we do, so thank to them.
Absolutely. Our biggest dad party in Virginia, it's coming up. The Fatherhood Foundation is hosting it on Saturday, August 17th from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Diamond. That's at 3001 North Arthur Ashe Boulevard, right here in Richmond. For more information, including how you can purchase tickets, just visit virginiathismorning.com.
This segment is sponsored by Mr. Fix-It.
Most people don't realize how important gutter protection is to their home. Here to tell us all about the benefits of Gutter Helmet is our friend Mark Benstock, owner of Mr. Fix-It. Good to see you again. Yeah. Welcome back. We have talked about this in the past, but I want to kind of drive home the fact that safety for you and your home, but mostly for you, is step one in Gutter Helmet.
Yeah, we've lost count of how many customers have shared with us all those tragic stories about somebody falling and around the house, getting up on that ladder and, getting injured badly. Gutter helmets, gutters are a necessary evil for a house. You have to have the gutters. You've got to be able to get during those heavy rains, even the light rains, get that water controlled and away from the home to help protect the home, protect the landscaping, all that stuff, keep the critters away. Yep. But the necessary step is to have gutter guards on the home that work 24/7, 365. And the cheap Gazmos and filters and things like that that are out there, they're not that long-term successful product. Gutter Helmet is. Gutter Helmet has a lifetime performance warranty. I've had it on my house for crazy years, whether it's a heavy snow that can sit on top or whether it's in the fall, all the leaves falling, or in the springtime, those thunderstorms. Gutter Helmet's going to be there. And again, when we say triple lifetime warranty, it's because it's a material warranty, it's a performance warranty, and it's transferable. So if you go to sell your house, you transfer it to somebody else. So makes it good.
We've talked in the past of, it's not something you see from the street when the house is for sale.
Right.
But if you tell people that are interested in your house that Gutter Helmet is up there, and if they know, or if you have to tell them the story, then that makes a huge difference, because then you're not up on the ladder again or paying someone to get on the ladder.
Exactly right. So you don't have to worry about being stressed out of, the gutters are clogged again. Do it. If you like to golf, you never have to worry about cleaning your gutters again, but just get out there and have fun on the weekends.
All right, you have a special offer for us right now, because it is special. So tell us about that.
Right now, no payments, no interest for 12 months, or even some folks say, hey, I just want a tiny monthly payment, so $75 a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gutter Helmet has been around for a long time. I know you've been doing it, you said, in your house for years and years. And the people that have it installed are so happy with it. We just had a situation at our house where the gutters were fine, everything's working good, but we needed to get that little attachment that goes on to, again, get the water further away from the house, because we have a basement. Right. So getting that water away from the house is essential. It obviously, if you got clogged gutters, it's going to cause problems up in the air and on the ground.
Well, you're right, and that's what we bring to the table. We're celebrating our 54th year in business, so we are experts at this, and we're going to come out free of charge to do an evaluation, and we'll make recommendations. We might say, hey, that downspout right there, it needs to be a little bit larger sized, or hey, there's one that we need to add another one, and this one we need to make a little extension like you're talking about, and get it a further, because we're taking a look about the lay of the land and how the water flows when it rains heavy. Is it flowing towards the house, away from the house? So we'll make those recommendations and give free advice on how to protect your home.
It makes a huge difference, and Gutter Helmet works. I don't think we said that. It works, folks.
That's right.
Thank you so much for coming in and filling us in on this.
For the month of August, Mr. Fix-It is offering no interest and no payments for 12 months. Plus, enjoy $300 off your Gutter Helmet Project. You don't want to miss this special offer. The Mr. Fix-It showroom is located at 10,189 Maple Leaf Court in Ashland, Virginia. Give the team a call at 804-726-8006 or visit MrFixItVA.com. And stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Thank you for spending a part of your Monday with us. Always a good time kicking off my Monday with you.
Absolutely, the A-team right here.
That's
You know,
right.
we were talking that all the shows go by quickly, but today especially seems to have zoomed by. So.
We learned a lot, as we do. We always say, you miss a day, you miss a lot here at Virginia This Morning. But we certainly learned and got a chance to celebrate some of the incredible things going on in our community, and it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of everything today. So, of course, we appreciate the Fatherhood Foundation, JB Bryan, JMI, AAA Mid-Atlantic, Mr. Fix-It, and Eddie Massey for being a part of today's lineup. Every single person an expert in their own arena. So it was wonderful to bring this beautiful melting pot of minds to Virginia This Morning today.
Oh, yes. So on Mondays, we usually call them Motivational Mondays.
Yep.
We're kicking into a week that's kind of leading into the end of summer. What are you most excited about this week?
I am most excited about, that my daughter's wrapping up camp, and then we are going on a trip next week to get her ready then for school, because I think you kind of need that transitional week and really have some good times together.
Oh, yes.
So I am looking forward to just wrapping up a few items this week and then have some downtime next week.
Yes, yes. Well, so mine is almost a look back. My sons and I participated in the Anthem Lemonade.
Yeah.
We had a lemonade stand a couple weeks ago, and we officially turned in the money yesterday. So we reached our fundraising goals. So many people in the community got a chance to reach their goal as well. And it was such a wonderful time. We learned a little bit about entrepreneurship. We learned about lemons and tasting all kinds of lemons. And we had a great time. So I'm looking forward to our next opportunity for fundraising and giving.
Yeah, because those are the times when they can learn a little bit about what it's like to be contributors of society.
Yes.
Like even the little ones can take part in that, and it's really just beautiful habits that you can start out.
Oh yes, oh yes. Well, speaking of, our live Tuesday show is getting ready to go for tomorrow, and we look forward to seeing you at 8:56 a.m. Don't miss it. In the meantime, enjoy a terrific day.
We'll see you tomorrow. It is great. I love to do that too. My daughter and I volunteer